Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have the European Grand Campaign event for you. It should be a good one. Our first match here is Burnside's Bridge. You're getting an overview of that map right now. And our second map here is Cook's Countercharge. Two very diverse maps. One's very closed, one's very open. So it'll be interesting to see the contrast. Your teams for today on the Union Campaign. We have the Iron Brigade, Pennsylvania Army, 42nd Pennsylvania, 9th Corps Massachusetts Marauders, and the United Alaskan Front. United Alaskan Front is usually on the Confederate Campaign, but they're over on Union for balancing. On the Confederate Campaign, we have Army of Northern Virginia, 1st Delaware, 14th Louisiana, Peach Corps, which consists of 24th and 13th Georgia, Hood's Division, and then I Corps, which consists of the Walker's Division and Anderson's Brigade. 1st Delaware is on the Union Campaign, but they swapped over for balancing. That didn't happen till right before the match, which is why there is someone from a different campaign on the other team. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy this Grand Campaign event. Here we are with our first round, the Burnside's Bridge, one of my favorite maps if the CSA can defend it. Your team for today, announcing you have myself as Guardian Eagle with our special guest, Lakota Wolf. How are you doing, Lakota?
I am doing really well. How's your day going as Guardian?
I'm doing pretty good. In terms of frontline reporter views, on the top left of your screen, you have Killer's view from the ANV. He's leading it right now. You can see him with his pistol. And then on the top right of your screen, you have Hans's view, Bus's view from the 1st Delaware. Both of these tokens are battling the ANV and 1st Delaware, so it'll be great views for that. But Lakota, what does the CSA usually do to defend Burnside's Bridge?
CSA generally has a couple of different variety of plans on this one. Uh, Looks like they've decided to pull back for this plan. Personally, I like to go up to the bridge and try to stuff them at the bridge when they're coming across. But it looks like CSA is deciding to play this safe to begin with.
I find it really interesting because every time I've seen Union get across the bridge, it's kind of hard for the Confederates to snuff them out. Union game plan is obviously just get across the bridge, be aggressive as you can, deal as many casualties as you can. That's really all the Union plan. It's not like they have much to
Looks
go
like we
off
got a
of.
few CSA units moving up.
Yeah, so moving down a little late, we have Peach Corps, which is the 24th and 13th. In terms of the rest of the Confederate position, we have ANV holding up here on the top with Rebel 2nd Corps, more specifically 14th LA to their right. We have part of HD here on the right. In terms of the artillery, we have HD, 1st NC Battery, with, oh my god, I don't know, Pat's Battery. I don't know what the Pat is. That's an initial for something that
Looks like USA starting to cross the bridge.
But Union is all forming up right now. I'm intrigued why they're right here. It looks kind of cool, though.
That's a good plan, actually. Get everybody together before you start going over there. Oh, looks like they're moving.
PA is leading the charge here, 42nd in pursuit.
CSA doesn't have many people on the other side of the bridge. I don't think they're going to do much damage.
No, they don't. And right as they start the crotch, Peach Corps is moving into position to try to... I don't know if they're just trying to, like, just get some tickets or whatever. They're not going to hold.
I would love to see a CSA unit on top of that hill, but we're not going to see it right now. Oh, it looks like it played in their favor, though. USA is moving to their right in the same area Peach Corps is.
So, Union mostly made it across. That volley did some damage at the beginning, but again, most of the Union got across. Who did we see? I think ANV. Yeah, ANV ran up, did some shots, and then fell back to these positions. Maybe they thought Union's going to get across. Because, by the way, if you don't know, there's a 4-man imbalance. That's not a lot. Not as bad as mustering. Well done to them for doing that. During mustering, it was like a 20-man imbalance, and they fixed it within a couple minutes. So, yeah, Confederates are pulling back to this stone wall here. They have their men by the point as well. Union has an opportunity to stick together, and they could try to defeat in detail.
Yeah, it seems USA's plan is to play this map defensive today.
Union's pushing up that right side. They are defilated right now, so no one can really see each other. Maybe the guys on the stone wall can, but nothing too crazy. They're coming over that defilade now.
Oh, they're pushing that fence pretty hard.
And
I bet they're all going to go head that way. Oh, man, if they get into that area, that's like a bad itch over there when they get wedged in there.
ANV is running over in the open field, trying to get Matt back. Union's securing that corner position. They aren't really charging.
I'm never a fan of running in the open field like that.
So A and B and HD fell back, reforming with Peach Core so they can get some nice shots on the Union.
Is that flag running out in the field out there to the right? It is. Oh.
Oh my goodness, this is slaughter.
CSA's doing a decent job holding the wall, but there's a lot of Yankees heading their way.
Yeah, they're doing a heck of a job. I mean, there's still a lot of Union, but look how spread out they are. More Confederates pouring into this position now. And
yeah, it looks like they all consolidated right there. That was very smart.
I think Confederates are going to hold this.
Another wave of Union coming in, but yeah. If I were Union, I'd pull back a little bit, tuck into that, and shoot it out for a bit.
Yeah, Union does have the point wide open right now. I mean, we do have some Confederates here, mostly artillery.
Yeah, good defense by the CSA right there.
But Union can go to the point if they want to. I mean, they probably won't cap it, though, because CSA would probably move out onto them. Maybe, though. I don't know. Union starting to fall back.
It's a wise move.
They are going down the hill. They're going all the way. They're just trying to keep their flags alive, because if they lose those flags, that's very pivotal. Because if you don't have any flags, you got to respawn for main and then try to go across the bridge. And
that's a long walk. Yeah, it takes forever to go from spawn to get across that bridge.
Yeah, it's very risky to get across. You could get a lot of out of line. So nicely done by Union to preserve their flags to fight another day. Mostly PA is there. The rest of the Union, though, is spawning in at main, which is very interesting. Confederates have an opportunity to push up if they want to and try to wipe those flags out.
Would be a prime opportunity to do that. Let's see if they take advantage of that or decide to go back into their previous positions.
So we have Rebel 2nd Corps returning to their original positions. I see I Corps as well. HD shifting back to the right. They were here.
Maybe move the crate.
But it looks like Confederates are just holding back here.
Yeah, he
good
died.
Fight.
I fucking shot him with buckshot.
Oh,
It's an interesting strategy on this map. You know, good defensive strategy. Looks like they have plans to consolidate when the push comes. This could be a very interesting outcome to this match. I think it could be very close.
Yeah. So I just realized that both our views are from CSA. First Delaware got pushed over to the other side.
Yee.
So both Confederate views. We know nothing from the Union.
Confederate Perspection Day, my friend.
This is the Confederate News Network. We're now CNN.
I think that one's trademarked, but
yeah. We'll make the C a little less crescent. We'll have like I don't know, a tiny C, a lowercase c in it.
Big N. Be about right for CSA.
So we do have First Delaware Haunts with the flag in front. And see him going up front. This is very interesting.
Haunts.
I don't know if they're scouting or...
Yep.
Yeah, you don't think they'd be scouting with a flag like that.
I'm surprised they're
What do you
doing
got,
this now and not doing it any sooner. I don't think they got any kills. They're standing there. That's a little interesting.
Oh yeah, they're just letting the Union come right across the bridge with no resistance at all.
Christ, I didn't expect that.
Find some cover.
Yeah.
Where's our friendlies going? They're just leaving us here.
So we have
Did I just hear him ask where the friendlies are going?
Because all the other guys are coming towards us. So we can stay here. Yeah. So we're gonna stay here for now and just hold the right.
Oh, they're shifting to their left.
Yeah, so...
That's a good move.
Yeah, there's really no Confederates. I mean, there's Rebel 2nd Corps. I know they are there. I saw some HG as well. Maybe A and V is returning to their original positions. I don't know, but the bulk of the Union is moving off to this left flank.
Who's the officer there leading that? Oh, we can go back to it.
It's Stalins. Or actually, they're Sharpe,
Sharpe.
Tyndall,
Sharpe and Kendall
and
leading the charge
Stalins.
here.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Once the Union gets over on this side, it's really hard to get them out. You know, that's why why I like to stuff them at that bridge as much as possible, just to kind of avoid this from happening right here. Because they're so close to the point. They've got defilades down there. Like, they could be embedded there for the rest of the match at this point.
What is that rebel doing?
Could be scouting.
It's help. A great shot.
Help. I need somebody help. Ever heard that Beatles song? It's a classic.
So, Union has 3 groups. You have... Are they... Oh my goodness. Are they... Please tell me they're just running up and shooting. Yeah, they're just running up shooting. They took 2 casualties there. The Union splitting off into 2 prongs over here. The first big prong is pushing up to this nipple position.
Ooh, that's not good. They can stuff them at their spawn right there, too.
Okay. Isn't Confederate spawn down there somewhere?
Yeah, just right around the corner there.
So Union beginning to take shots. That Confederate group on the corner, they don't realize it yet. Or maybe they do.
They're shooting in their back? Yeah. Oh, I think they just now saw it.
Yeah, they're hopping over. Our second Union group is doing some rising volleys over there. I'm surprised Union isn't moving together, at least everyone on the left.
Yeah, once you're loaded here,
They could be defeated in detail. Not like this is a small Union force, though. Union artillery getting a hit there. Let's see who's doing some flank maneuvers. We have HD moving to this side here. They're getting some flanking maneuvers.
Good shots, yeah. I love shooting into their side like that.
Just aim at the waist at closest guy and you'll hit someone. Even if you miss a guy by a little, your shot will probably hit that line. Should be easy. So we saw part of HD there. We have the rest of the... Why is that cannon right there? Well, I guess if Union were to go on point, but right now it sucks.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, now they're trying to readjust it. Like, oh no, they're behind us now. Crap. Move this thing, move this thing.
So, Confederates splitting up into 3 groups, 1 on point. The second Union Prague is converging with the Union forces on the right. They're moving onto point. Confederates haven't hit engaged yet, so maybe Union's thinking of capping to stop the clock.
Take him out. Take him out.
Perhaps.
They're actually not capping right now. Or I think those guys are on point, so...
Yeah, they're at that nipple. It's called the nipple. Yeah, that's right on point.
So we have UAF
Moving
doing it.
off.
They're moving up as well. First Delaware pulling off that corner position. That's going to give it open to the U.S. This is a weird battlefield to look at.
Yeah, it is.
It's not a conventional... Well, I don't know about conventional. I've rarely seen the Union hold that position and use it and shoot there for a while.
It is very rare. I've seen it once or twice, but not in an event like this.
So this center group is beginning to charge up here. It's the UAF. They're not capping the point. They're just going for it.
Which is interesting. You think you'd see another USA group push in also.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to get wiped in the end. Where... So while we have IB pushing up, they are so delayed.
Yeah, it seems like it was a mistimed charge there.
And Union actually hitting engage first. Now more Union charging. This is so spread out. And it's allowing the Confederates to do this. MM in as well. They're probably going to die. 42nd PA slamming in here as well. Confederates counter-charging on the one flank.
Wisely.
But that's leading their corner flank open. Union now pushing. They're going to take this corner position with the Confederates half out in the open.
Confederates are confused now.
They're... Oh, these are going to be kind of close.
Costly mistake by the USA.
They're holding, but there are Confederates on the point. There are more charging in. We do have Union holding back. I want to see who this is quickly. It is, see, UAF. It looks like just the failed remnants of the charge. So UAF, IBMM holding back there. Confederates hitting engage, not that far after because of the Union aggressiveness. Confederates aren't charging them out. It's allowing the Union to get respawns here. This group needs to move up right now. They need to run around and hold this position, and they could secure it with 9th Corps and the 42nd PA.
It seems like a miscommunication again.
Possibly, because they do have Steam Chat. Are they pulling off?
Yeah.
40 seconds pulling off.
Group, everybody should move. Everybody go with them. Go see. Costly.
Confederates getting on their flank now. I don't know if they're going to hold it. The Stonewall coming down. It's kind of hard to see with that smoke. I don't know if they're just repositioning themselves, realizing that they won this. And now PA is being forced to fall back. Wow, the rest of these Union guys are just sitting here.
You got us just.
Wow, that's kind of sucky to see. Maybe Union just didn't want to push too much, because if they were too aggressive, they could start just taking casualties in a shootout with their slow spawn in.
They need to take their time a little bit here. Need to kind of get on the same page again.
Yeah, they do. The Union's very spread out. Half their team is on the other side of the bridge right now.
That miscoordinated charge effort really cost them a lot. Not going to say it maybe cost them the match, because they do have the ticket advantage on this map. But that was very costly, and they're gonna have to be aware of that to be able to come back.
Man on his left.
On Seamus.
So I don't know if Union's trying to cap the point right now. They're holding on it. They are capping. Who is rambling? My good sir. He is a preacher. But shots being engaged. It looks like they are capping. Our Confederates going to move into stop. It looks like they are. We have A&V led by Killer going in there first. It's all of A&V holding up on this right side. We have Rebel 2nd Corps and HE. Are they going to stop the cap? They will. That corner being on cap is actually huge. And now we have Peach Corps pulling up as well.
Yeah, that cap point is a good spot for the CSA, especially you can hide from the Union artillery back there as well.
For sure. The Union split up into 3 groups right now. We have our far left group consisting of the 42nd PA. Our middle group here, it's IB and MM. And then on the right side here, I think it's PA and 9th Corps. No, actually that's UAF. Where is the PA and 9th Corps?
Back
probably there. But so Peach Corps is pulling back as this. First Delaware it is. They are engaging the UAF point blank.
Hope they get some backup.
They should have not pushed out there. Oh, come on, you stupid tree. Union's not pursuing, though. Intriguing. And that's going to allow Peach Corps to get this corner position and get some nice shots on the Union. Actually, that's A&V. Peach Corps is back at that stone wall.
That opens up point for USA. Somewhat.
So I think
Is
42nd.
that PA moving back there again?
This is 42nd. IB is also following as well. So they're merging up on that corner position. Probably to face them in a little while is the 18th Georgia, 5th Texas as well, Palmetto sharpshooters. And now the Union's beginning to charge here. It is the PA and 9th Corps. Actually, I don't know if they're charging.
Yeah, it looks like they're just shooting it out a little bit. Looks like there's a couple of Union on point right now, too. Maybe they send a small group to cap it? Or it could just be...
Are you talking about these guys?
Oh, yeah, they could be inadvertently capping it, not realizing it.
I think that's just a decap right now. They're too far away. 42nd PA and IB are holding up on that fence there, taking shots into the Confederate side. Peach Corps is now pulling up onto the flank of A&V. They're going to try to shoot down this hill from the more flanking position. And
I like
hit
that
PA
move.
nice score. A couple hits
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, doing some damage.
Confederates have done a heck of a job this game. They're still at engaged 25 minutes in. If they last a couple minutes longer in this position, that'll be huge. Taking losses at 20 minutes isn't the end of the world, but it can make things a lot nicer in the end.
Yeah, they're playing it really well on the defensive side.
We have a
Might pay off for them here at the end.
Or is that two people
Rebel
over
Second
there?
Corps is moving onto this road, probably get a flank, but right as they do that, Union falls back. Probably not because they saw him. They probably were. They already moving before they saw him, I presume. But I don't know. Right as they get in position, they fall back. So for now, it is just a shootout. First Delaware AMV have repositioned themselves back onto the point of contention. Union just needs to bunch up somewhere, and they need to charge. Probably their best bet is right here on the point, because that's where the most trees are. Peach Corps is pulling out here.
Oh. Decent move by Pearl there.
I don't know if they hit much. I mean, they're not getting hit much either. They took a couple deaths, but they also probably dealt a couple deaths. Who's pushing forward here? Is this first Delaware? It is. First Delaware is getting awfully close to this tiny unit contingency.
Just for some information, they're going flanking on our right.
Checks in game. Let's hear our checks in game.
Say again.
Flanking on our right, just so you guys know too.
So
Yeah,
first Delaware is probably just helping to make sure that point remains up. Union, the 42nd, and IB are reshifting behind that tiny Union contingency that we were just looking at. More Union coming from strong. Peach Corps continuing this volley movement.
So far, I'm really impressed with how the CSA has been playing this. They've been playing it back a little bit, being very methodical with their movements. Almost just keeping it within that little field there and the fence line, kind of bringing the fight to them instead of taking it to the offensive. And it's really paying off right now. They're really being aware of their tickets and their losses. So good on them right now.
Yep, CSA is doing a heck of a job right now. They're avoiding casualties. They're sitting back. They're forcing the Union to come to them, even though they're not holding the bridge. So really well done to the Confederates so far. It'll be intriguing to see who will win this game, especially because of how defensive they're playing this map.
You are absolutely right. Like right now,
Who do you think's going to win
USA,
this? Oh, crap. Okay.
Yeah, the USA really does need to bunch up and just kind of hit them hard, get their tickets down. But right now, it's a coin flip who's going to win this. I think if USA artillery was a little bit more effective than they have been, it would give the USA maybe a slight advantage right now. But yeah, both sides are doing pretty well. USA has had some miscommunication, it looks like. But I think they'll be able to recover. If I was a betting man, I'd put $1 on USA right now just because of the ticket advantage, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, UAF is charging into this ANV position right now. Dealing some damage along the way, but ANV is going to hold them. Confederates are doing what they need to do. Union is just dropping the bag hard.
If all the units would have charged together right then, that may have been a better outcome, but oh, just look at that swarm to
Yeah.
that area.
That's really all it is. Union hasn't really charged much together except for at the beginning of the game. So
Looks like they did recover a flag over on point though, and running back to their friendlies.
over here, or
Union
there
flag
was a
management
flag
is
right there.
yeah. Union flag management on this map is imperative.
Indeed. Is this that's probably a Union flag, I think.
Yeah.
So Yeah, it's really Union just needs to charge together. It looks like they're doing that, but the problem is UAF is wiped. So
Yeah, they could have waited a bit. Looks like they're going right on cap and sitting on it though.
yeah, it looks like they're just trying to stop the timer, get everyone's tickets down. Maybe. Never mind, they're going for
They're
it.
advancing. I wouldn't be surprised to see CSA go into taking losses here anytime.
Yeah, we saw they were close last time. Confederates charging in from both flanks, so Union's getting sandwiched here. Even though they're starting to win on the corner, they're getting sandwiched from both sides.
It's like a heck of a fight.
Yeah, Confederates will hold this in the end, despite all things, and Union is going to lose. Oh, no way this flag gets away. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. They get that one. Did Union get any more of the flags away? Oh, there's one right here. Will he get away? No. Oh, my goodness, that rag. No. So Union saved only one of their... Yeah, I thought I saw a second one. But, yeah, only one of those flags made it out there for the Union. That's horrible.
Yeah, Union charges aren't going very well for them. They don't seem very coordinated in the Steam chat. They just don't seem very cohesive today, where the CSA looks like they're moving together in one unit, holding back.
Yeah, it's... And the worst part about this, too, is it's going to take a couple of minutes for the Union to reform. So
Yeah, if the USA, that last charge, would have probably waited a minute and a half for their friendlies to come join them, that probably would have been a lot more successful than what it was.
Straight back.
they honestly should have just charged with the UAF, if anything.
If I were the rebels at this point, to be honest, I would start stuffing them at the bridge. You got them at taking losses. You could really do more damage to them that way. They might be afraid of USA Arty right there. And, you know, not to like bash anybody or anything, but USA Arty's been kind of ineffective so far during this match.
Confederates haven't been in really a place though that Union artillery can hit, but yeah. I don't know. Maybe Confederates are thinking we're not going to knock them into final push within the rest of this game limit, so we might as well just stick back here, not try to hold the bridge. Avoid Union artillery if possible.
Which I agree with, but you know, when I lead, I like to be a little bit more aggressive.
Oh yeah, it's all preference. If I were CSA, I would love to hold this bridge all day because that's just the funnest experience in my opinion. But
I agreed.
did someone just team kill someone? Why are you shooting this way? Oh.
And why are you laughing about it?
They're charging!
So many yanks incoming.
Could have been a new player, you know.
I think they're just joking. You can hear them say that they're charging,
Zulus.
referring to them.
Later, nerds.
There goes 42nd leading the charge.
There they all go.
See, CSA could do so much damage right now. Just like do a volley and fall back.
I think that's what we're going to see here. We saw them do it earlier in the game. Well, they do a volley. There we go.
There we go, yeah.
That's what we want to see.
Is USA just pushing right up? It doesn't look like they're going to the woods. It looks like they're just pushing right up.
Peach Corps
Yeah.
took a little long. Yeah, no. Instead of going to the forest, they're charging straight up. Peach Corps is going to get away, though. It's going to be kind of tight, though, when they get on the fence. We'll see what the Confederate
This
friendlies
is a good
do.
move. Look at this big push by Union.
Took them all game, but here we are.
Still surprised CSA hasn't gone into taking losses yet.
Yeah, I agree as well. Yeah, I mean, Confederates have played this spectacular. Peach Corps is falling back to the stone wall. Is that Confederate artillery?
Yep, they went into taking losses. That may have been USA artillery.
I think that was USA artillery. But Union's just going for that stone wall. They're not holding up on the snake fence to try to flank. They think they can beat Peach Corps. The only problem, though, is They're going to get pinched. This charge is going to get cut off
absolutely.
halfway.
Ouch. Well, that is not good. Oh. 42nd just getting picked off right now. Is that 42nd?
IB 9th Corps. Actually, it's just a mix of everyone's getting wiped here on the wall. Of course, the melee might be a little close, but
good move on
Confederates overwhelmed.
CSA, but that hurt for USA for sure.
In the back here, I see UAF, the 9th Corps. It's more just a mix of everybody. They're holding back. They don't have... They maybe only have 1 or 2 flags here. There's
That
no
Union group, a few of those guys could go on point right now. Might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, you're down on tickets as the attackers, but Confederates can just... Confederates have positioned themselves on that corner all game. They'll probably just hold it. It'll force the Union to charge out because Union has less, I don't know, cover, if you want to call it that. But
Our 38th Artillery in Pickett's Brigade has worked on shots on that corner. You know, we worked on that a couple of weeks ago. I know our artillery could hit that corner. They have before. I'm really surprised. I think we saw 1 hit by USA artillery. And I don't mean to be talking smack about them, and sorry if I am, but would really like to try to see more of an effort when they're on that by USA artillery. It's hard though because you got the trees and all that. Like,
for sure, yeah. I mean, you want to see what it's like from the Union artillery perspective? Well, here's your opportunity.
it doesn't look like they have many people over there, does it?
This is not zoomed in, but this is.
Yeah, see that tree line right there? Like, our boys have worked on it and like have got it down to a science to get between those trees, but it takes practice, you know. And if you're with an artillery group that maybe doesn't practice on this map much or play this map very much, that could be harder. It doesn't look like they have a whole lot of people on that artillery anyway, which probably isn't a bad idea. Put most of your guys in infantry on this one.
I agree. Yeah, they got, what is it, 3 men for 2 guns. That's not terrible.
Well, you're doing your best, Cook. Sorry if I seem negative about you guys, but you're doing your best. I see you.
So the USA splitting up again. On this side, we have UAF holding on the bottom here. I see MMPA, IB. Over in the middle here, I see 42nd. I assume 9th Corps is near. Is this them? No, this is PA. I may have just saw a PA tag, but then there's 9th Corps here as well. So, who is the lone officer up here? We got Rob here, looking for the Union.
Rob 2.
Rob. It's not Rob, it's Rob 2. They got the upgrade. So, Confederates, for the most part, half that group that was on the wall is now pushing back up. It is ANV. They've held up here all game, so that's no surprise. CHE up here as well. Union's encroaching onto the far side of point. They are decapping it right now. It's going fast enough to count as a decap. I wonder how many Confederates are going to swarm on this corner. More of them are. But the cap is not being stopped. Aggressive movements are occurring on this flank, though.
There we go.
ANV ran up, did their shots, pulling back so they don't get caught in the open.
Well, looks like Union's doing a full push now.
I can't tell if it's supposed to be a charge or not. Now it's a charge. Never mind, it's not a charge. Half the guys are back, half of them are pushing in. What is this? ANV charging into the flanks. First Delaware as well. Union hitting braking. Union is capping the point though.
ANV doing a great job countering the Union's moves today. That's twice that they've just cut those charges in half. Are they still advancing? Yeah, they're still advancing.
they're trying to stop the cap right now. And they have the tickets to bleed right now if they want to. I mean, not like this. This is unnecessary bleeding. But the bleeding of these guys in formation up here is a good idea. Confederates got to all charge. They can't trickle in like they are. Union now charging in.
Oh, the humanity. It's just pure chaos down there right now.
Looks like
Well, they
Union's
killed-
winning on the left. Confederates are
Small
still
group of
here.
them.
Union might win this. Confederates are at breaking.
That's probably what USA wanted to do.
They did. Rebel Second Corps is pouring in here now. Pouring in with their 6 men that I see. Around 6. But Confederates, they lost.
They did. And Union's pushing on point right now.
They are indeed.
Oh, surprise. I think Union's going to pull this out.
These guys that are sitting back here need to
They need
push
to get
up.
on point.
If they
Yeah.
get up on the point, they will win the game. There they go.
Confederates got a couple of flags up. Oh, one just went down.
Yeah, they get on the point. I mean, they're capping it right now. They just stand on the point, stay in formation, get on the rocks, have a shootout. You'll trade kills. You win the game.
Get up here, boys. Don't save your fucking loads for there. Get up here, boys.
Yeah, good adjustments by the USA at the end of this map.
Those Confederates aren't going to make it in time.
Nope.
So Confederates are charging in. Hopefully they can start an overtime. That's what they're hoping. Will they get it?
So close. It's
Oh,
so close. It's
they
so
got
close.
it.
And they got it. Oh, wow.
I don't know about these guys
USA's
back
getting
here.
reinforcements. Oh, this is when the game gets really fun right now.
No way. Confederates are now massing in on point. Union
Oh,
lost
look at
it.
this. Like I said, this is when the game gets really fun. Everybody's like Bayos and go. Just get back in there. Everybody's just trying to kill each other.
So I like what the Confederates are doing. They're charging out. Union's been trickling in this whole time. So they're like, hey, let's charge them out. Let's get some out of lines. I don't know how far they're going to go, though, with the bulk of the Union holding up on the bottom of this hill. And they are falling back
They're
now.
falling back.
Very
Excellent job by CSA. Oh, what a
Holy
nail
crap.
biter. Excellent job. Good job, everybody.
So the one-time Union charge in full, they almost had it. They were winning for a while, and then Confederate spawns got in there first because their spawn is obviously closer than the Union's. But here we go.
It's like the fourth quarter of a good football game, you know. 2 minutes to go.
It's like your team's driving down the field about to get that nail in the coffin score. But then you
And
fumble
defense-
it on the
yeah.
2-yard line.
The defense picks it up and pushes it near the other goal line.
Yeah, and for all intents and purpose, I assume Confederates are ahead of tickets right now. So, 7 minutes.
Yeah, that might be a good assumption. My heart's telling me they're neck and neck right now.
That's probably true. But yeah, Confederates are just doing what they need to do. Union finally doing what I consider a right move, charging en masse together. But
both sides being very wise right now, just gathering forces. I haven't even heard a shot probably for a minute so far. Nobody's even shooting at each other right now.
everyone's just in shock right now of what happened. But Union's obviously forming up. They still have men trying to get across this.
Hey, cannon people, good luck to you.
Look at these guys. Go get him, Edie Ba. Edie Ba.
Although that is a very heartwarming story to watch, we are about to witness a massacre here on point. Union pushing up in 2 prongs.
Yeah, Union pushing up.
Union's just trying to cap it at the edge. They're not trying to charge in. Probably thinking we're going to lose like last time if we charge in. So,
Whoever goes in the final push or last stand first is probably going to lose.
probably. Confederates hopping
CSA's
up and
got
over.
to be really careful to watch their losses so they don't go in last stand right now. But it looks like they're going to be a little aggressive here.
They are. So, historically, we've seen them try to pincer on both sides, but Union's holding far back, so this is more like a direct charge now.
Yeah, this is the most aggressive I've seen CSA so far. Good time to get aggressive.
Okay, who's... Guys, no, don't skirmish. You tickets matter right now. You cannot be crouching. On both sides. Their Confederates are charging in some of the flank. I don't like seeing that, though.
No, I would just sit there. Let them come to you.
Yeah, both sides need to let the other team come to them. Don't want to charge. I mean, they're actually doing pretty good. They're not dying. I mean, a couple of them are. But Confederates pushing forward to make sure they secure point with Union being on the edge of it. And if anyone's crouching, that's a shame. So that's 3. If you die, that's 3 tickets compared to your 1 in formation. 4.5 minutes left on the clock.
Fucking Christ.
This is too close for comfort here. Mr.
What
Help.
a great day for War of Rights. Like, this is an excellent match to watch.
Confederates have a nice, firm position here. A lot of the Union all the way over here. So, honestly, if I were Union right now, I would act like I'm in Final Push. Because in Final Push, you have infinite tickets. The only thing, though, is that the clock might lower. And I think we're at the point where the clock will not lower. Because that clock for Final Push is the time it takes to go from your spawn to the point of contention twice without bayos and reloads. And I think that's longer than 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So Union's basically in Final Push right now. Peach Corps is moving up. They're going to try to hold the bridge, and they do hit Final Push.
There they go.
But that doesn't even matter. The clock didn't change at all. Union has infinite tickets. They're going to charge in now because Final Push is hit. I wish.
Yeah, as you said, they probably should have done that a little earlier.
They should have.
You're absolutely right there.
When the Confederates pushed out, understandably, it's still hard, but that's when they should have gone. Peach Corps now moving in for the flank, and Union's going to get absolutely wiped. Confederates hitting last stand, though. This is spicy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
So-
if I were... Oh, Union's starting to move over. I would have tried to consolidate everybody just a little bit more, but it looks like they're just going for it.
So, Union does not have time to reform. They need to go. Every Confederate that dies now will not spawn back in. All the Confederates on the field, that's it. If they die, they don't come back. If they died before last stand, they can spawn in, which is why all those guys are coming over. But the thing is, Union does not have time to reform. They just need to go, form up here, get some shots off or whatever. Because the problem is, Union's going to spend at least a minute and a half trying to reform. And then you have 40 seconds of a charge.
Oh,
and that's
this is such an exciting round. Like, this is really coming down to the wire. Like, oh, this is so fun to watch today. Good hit by... oh, that was that cannon.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
It was all worth it. It was all worth it, boys. CSA's fallen back.
That's not a bad idea. It's a little risky one, though, because maybe they're thinking, oh, we're going to pull back. Union's going to be like, oh, they're not fighting us. Let's just reform, which they aren't moving forward.
Yeah, I think they're consolidating. Looks like everybody's reforming for a good push, which is very wise from the USA.
Who's up here? No, they're in the first Delaware. Oh, no, now they're going in.
Yeah, now they're going in.
Half the guys are going in. The guys that just charging up, I like it. Union
Here
not
we
having
go.
Union not having flags is huge. This is it. This is the last charge that Union has.
Here we go, boys.
There they go. 1 minute left.
Can the CSA hold on?
Confederates are countercharging. They're trying to prevent the Union from getting on point, because if Union has more bodies on point at 0 seconds, a overtime starts. And
Banzai!
Your tickets don't matter.
Banzai!
Confederates are holding strong on top of the hill.
How much time's left?
30 seconds.
Oh!
These numbers are so even right now on top of this hill. Both our field reporters are in last spectating right now. They all just need to countercharge.
Yeah, they need to get up there now. Do it now!
Don't hold on the point. If they...
Oh!
This is going to be so close.
We got USA heading to point.
5 seconds.
Can they push it into overtime? They are! They are! Oh, shit!
Union's just won the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, snap! Damn, that was a hell of a round to watch.
That was. So for those of you who don't know, if Confederates want to win, they need to fill up this clock, and then where the compass inside the compass, like where the 00 the time is, that'll start filling up with red. And if that gets to max, then they'll win. Confederates aren't going to retake the point. That is the end of the round. Union have secured this map in the end.
Such a great round. It's almost sad to see anybody lose that one. Really, I think they both won. That was incredible.
That was, yeah, indeed. That's probably the greatest game of Burnside's Bridge that I've ever witnessed. Fantastic. Lakota, any other thoughts in terms of strategy for this round?
Wow, what a ride. That round was a great ride to watch, and man, CSA played that so well. It's kind of a little heartbreaking to see them not pull out the win with that. USA made some mistakes, but they pulled it together and barely pulled out the win. It was just incredible to watch. And right quick, while we're in between rounds, I just want to put it out to the public. Pickett's Brigade is now actively recruiting. We had been quite inclusive with our membership, but we've decided to open our doors to all ages, to everybody. We're mostly a group of veterans and ex-police officers, but if you love guns, you love drinking beer on a Friday night and shooting Yankees, hop on our Discord and come play with us in PB.
Sounds good. That link will be in the description. But yeah, great round, great play by both sides. Confederates, I think, deserve to win that. But, oh well, it is what it is. We'll see you guys in the second round. Here we are with the second round. Cooks counter charge. It'll be very interesting to see how both sides react to everything. So the sides have switched. So now the CSA team that played last round is now playing on the USA team. So they flipped. So it'll be very interesting. Oh my goodness. That volley spread. You could see that with all the dirt that kicked up.
That's interesting.
It is. But
yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, this is another map that could go right down to the wire like the last map.
It can. Yeah, Union needs to play this very right. It's a CSA bias map, but with the higher pop servers, it's gotten definitely more interesting. Confederates splitting off in the two prongs, and Lakota, what's the normal CSA strategy to winning Cooks?
There's a few strategies on this one, just like with Burnsides. Generally, you can either go far right or you could go far left. It looks like CSA's decided to split the middle, literally, and send part right, part left. So let's see how this plays out.
So we have PA and 6, or rather PA and UAF going on the left, and on the right we have MM, 42nd, 14th Brooklyn, so IB. 9th Corps is probably over there with PA because we've seen them with them. But in terms of the Union defense, on the far left, we have Rebel 2nd Corps. To their right, on point, is ANV. We saw them volleying up front, but then they fell back. Over on the far right, hiding at spawn is first Delaware, but up front, we have HD and Peach Corps and I Corps who are taking shots at the Confederates. The Confederates have a nice defilade there that they can use for cover. So a lot of those I Corps shots are going to be missing because of this defilade.
Personally, I love playing on this left side on this map along the fence line, moving up and down the fence line, using that defilade as CSA, and just keep pushing up, and you can kind of get into their flank a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. So now we have 9th Corps running up. They're going to be taking a volley. So it looks like they're just trading volleys between regiments, and Union just falling back.
Oh, I like standing your ground, You have that fence line, you've got that fence for cover. They could have sat there and fought it out a bit.
So Rebel 2nd Corps tried to push out left, maybe to do flanking, maybe to get a better spot, but now they're just in the open. Surprisingly not taking any more casualties.
Ooh.
I stand corrected.
Except for that one.
Yeah. Of course, the moment you say something, it happens. So
it's Murphy's Law. Murphy and his law. It's Murphy's Law.
So, the Confederates are holding back. Union just massed. They really just fell back as far as they possibly could. This isn't a bad defensive position. Union has a nice defilade. It doesn't look like much of a defilade. But when you get over here, you can see that the hill does curve down, and they do have a nice defilade that they can use in the defense.
That is a very good position. I know Legion and Pickett's Brigade, he likes to, if we're USA, he likes to put us in that position, and it's always pretty effective.
So
it's like CSA's making a push.
Yeah, on both fronts. I think Union's just falling back, trying to kill as much time as possible, but Confederates aren't waiting. The 42nd and the 14th Brooklyn and IB are the ones to start this charge on Rebel 2nd Corps, and Rebel 2nd Corps is holding on the opposite side. They're volleying here.
I bet they're about to be wiped out here. Yeah, CSA's still
advancing. They took way too long to retreat.
And they're still just standing there. A few guys were just standing there.
A&V hasn't reacted yet.
Oh, they're going to push into their side. Oh, no.
A&V is now reacting. Looks like they're going to try to push into that rebel push on that flank. But there's a lot of Confederates. These guys pushed over right now. They could go down the snake fence and flank the whole Union army. But these Confederates are getting pincered by basically the whole Union team that is alive. And they're taking a lot of casualties and starting to shift back.
Wise. I like to call it a reverse leapfrog when you're on the fence line like that.
This is a slow trickle back. But these guys did not take that opportunity to push over. So they are just holding on the hay bales right now, allowing the A&V to possibly adjust to these guys.
It's hard to tell when you're on the battlefield sometimes just how many you're against. You know, we got the luxury of having a bird's eye here, but maybe they were thought they were outnumbered and just want to stay there for a bit.
That is a fair point. This is also just a strategic position to have on the map, so maybe they don't want to get pushed forward and then get wiped. A&V is starting. This is Rebel 2nd Corps. Yep, Rebel 2nd Corps is moving back over there, but A&V is doing some volleys up here.
Back down.
Rise of volleys, more like it. Rebel 2nd Corps is trying to figure out what they can do to take this, and frankly, I don't think they're going to do it on their own.
Yeah, 2nd Corps has been kind of left on their own a little bit. Looks like they're getting a little support now, but yeah, it was a rough start for them for this map.
Killer is moving over to probably see what the Confederates are doing over there. Confederates not being aggressive on this flank, though. They're just holding back, shooting some down, some shots down. That's nice flanking. It looks like they're just going up to the road, getting some shots, and then falling back into the invisible cover of the hay bales because your shots go through those. Rebel 2nd Corps is getting shot up. And right as that happens, A&V is starting to shift over to help out Rebel 2nd Corps. That's kind of funny to say Rebel 2nd Corps when they're on the Union team, but A&V is holding on the edge of the bushes and trees. They're taking in independent shots right now. A lot of those missing. And there are a couple go down. I don't know how effective these Confederate shots are doing, but A&V is holding their ground.
Yeah, we'll see if one group pushes the other group here, or if they just decide to shoot at each other. If Rebels would push, they would wipe them out right now.
They would.
Like I said before, they probably don't know how many are actually there.
And right as A&V begins to fall back, the Confederates are now charging them out.
They must have been listening.
A&V is just trying to reform on the other side.
No! This is gonna hurt.
No, go! Keep going! Keep going!
Oh, they had him. Well, nice to be safe, but yeah, they could have wiped
You're
him
the
out.
attackers! You have more tickets! Ah, they probably didn't know, though, what that was on the other side. Ah, I can't blame them, but that still sucks to watch. Union getting a break there. Rebel 2nd Corps forming up on that stone wall. That corner that is there is massive in size. and you.
Oh,
can
they're in the
hide-
graveyard.
You can hide your whole body behind it.
I'm getting my reload.
I love the
Fire.
Union getting in this graveyard. It's not very effective, but it's just fun.
I mean, if it's effective in killing the time, it's hard for the Confederates to kill you. You're forcing the Confederates to cap. They aren't going to kill you behind the stone wall, and if they do, it's information.
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was a year and a half ago now. First time I won Cook's Countercharge. It was an hour and 15-minute long match, and we essentially held in the graveyard. Confederates would take a couple of minutes to cap. We'd run out, get the point, then run back, and we did that like 7 times. Confederates never pursued us right after we capped. So
That sounds like a good strategy, actually.
it is.
And it's funny, whenever you go back to the graveyard, you get at least one person every match. Oh, I didn't know you could get back here.
Yeah, that's true. It is kind of far back. The only thing, right? I don't think we would have won that match if the Confederates were aggressive once we capped the point, because we would just cap and fall back. They wouldn't even try to kill us. So,
Speaking of which, with this match, if I were the CSA, I'd send a few people to cap to draw them out.
really, because we're almost a third of the way through the game, and no one's hitting any ticket stage. They haven't gone down. These guys out here are not hitting anything. They're not.
Right.
These guys aren't hitting anything, but that doesn't matter because they're killing the time. And even if they are hitting, it's in formation. Over here, it's a little more tight fighting, but then again, even if you hit people, they're dying in formation standing up. You do not win games standing up and shooting for a while.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, you send about, a little skirmishing group, like 3-4 guys right now to go out there, just cap the point, try to draw the USA out a little bit so you can shoot them. Right now they're dug in. It's hard to shoot them. They're a little far away from where they're taking their shots. So really, neither side really doing much damage to the other.
This is exactly what you want for the defender game plan. Maybe the Confederates are just waiting for a certain timer. You can see, I think this was Holcomb Legion. They are now pushing. Maybe this is our group that we've been waiting for.
I wonder if somebody's listening to us, because it seems like as soon as we say something today, then shortly afterwards we see movement. Either that, or our psychic abilities are on par today.
Hey, Brooks, so I am telling you to go cap the point right now. I'm pushing my push-to-talk button down. You can hear me, right? No, they're stopping! Oh, we have have some movement forward here. Up to these bushes and rocks. It is PA and 9th Corps. They like the Union. They have a defilade as well. It's not as good as the defilade over here, but yet it's the defilade, and we have Mr. Van Bushy capping for the Confederates.
Van Bushy.
And it looks like A&V has joined the Rebel 2nd Corps on that stone wall.
Yeah, this is a good move for the Rebels. Kind of push up a little bit, get better shots, get that cap, pull them out, force the USA to make a move.
So Confederates doing some, I don't know if you want to call them rising volleys, but they are running forward, getting their shots, falling back into better cover. Confederates are capping. They want the Union out. They want to deal ticket loss, because we're basically a third of the way through the game, and no one's gone down any stage.
Give credit to the USA for not putting anybody on artillery on this map. The USA artillery is way far front. It's close to the CSA spawn. A lot of times in pubs, me and Trader and Dixie Normus will just sit there and just spawn kill the Union Arty coming in. So very wise just to say, nobody go Arty, let's not waste the tickets.
For sure.
And I don't know why the devs did that. Devs, I love you. Thank you for an incredible game that I love playing. Looking forward to you guys tightening up a little bit, but that Union artillery position wasn't really thought out very well. That's my 2 cents.
Is it historically accurate? I don't know.
It could be historically accurate. I know Dunker's Church is right there, and that's also where their artillery is on Dunker's Church, so that's probably more like it. It probably is historically accurate.
It just sucks for the game trying to play.
Right.
Can I go in this house?
Fire.
Yes, the good old, there's nothing underneath the house, but there is flames.
Fire.
It's kind of weird to look at.
Man, you know, I've always thought about this historically. Like, could you imagine being a farm owner in Maryland and just like chilling one day, and all of a sudden, like two huge groups of armies come on your farmland and just start duking it out and set your house on fire? Like, oh, that'd be so disappointing.
It would be. What the heck? Confederates have fallen back off the hay bales. They stopped capping. Rebel Second Corps is pushing out. Why? Were they just trying to draw them out? Maybe they're just trying to draw them out, but you've got a cap point to draw them out. Union's not going to go out unless you cap.
Now, if they would cap right now, would the attacker defender switch sides?
So the point, well, yeah, when the attacking team takes the point, they're flipped essentially. So the attackers are now considered defenders. Defenders are considered attackers. All that means is that the Confederates, if they cap the point, they would be considered defenders, so they could go in the last stand. Whereas Union would go in the final push if they hit the last stage. That's the significant thing with counterattack. If that
That could be very well why CSA isn't capping right now, because they're afraid they'll be the ones put in last stand.
Yeah, 20 minutes is a long time in this game. That's plenty of time for the Union to be aggressive and push out. But it looks like, along with Rebel Second Corps, we have I Corps that's forming up on the hay bales, and then we see A and V pushing out back to their original positions.
They're not our guns, they're I Corps' guns. That's a little joke we have in 28 sharpshooters. It seems like whenever we play with them, they get the sharps. So we're always like, they're not our guns, they're I Corps' guns. We love you, I Corps.
I Corps is pretty epic. I'm very intrigued for the CSA. I mean, they were aggressive at first, especially over here. I can understand why they didn't pursue over here, because it's kind of hard to push this position without taking a lot of casualties, or tickets for that matter. But wow, that's all.
Yeah, compared to the last match, this one's a little boring so far. You know,
you can call it that. I mean, but Union's doing exactly what they need to do. It's not. Confederates just need to be aggressive somewhere, and they need to cap point in order to draw the Union out, because Union isn't going to charge out. Again, but also, right, there could be some campaign stuff that we don't know about, of course.
Yeah.
Because I do not go to Cord, as I'm working on other projects during that time.
And just to clarify, there's never a boring round of warbirds.
Something's happening. Like, for example,
Something's happening here.
PA is shifting onto the right side. A and V volleyed into them, getting a decent amount of kills.
Like I've said before, I'm not a big fan of running out in the open field like that.
Man, that's the only way they can charge. Well, why is PA
pushing the hay
charging in
bales.
alone?
Well, they got the balls to do it, I guess.
I Corps is falling
It's
back.
effective.
Rebel Second Corps is falling back. They're not even putting up a fight. Union's being shift down to assist this. Where they need to start coming over here.
Now
They
they're
are.
coming. Now they're coming.
But it's so delayed. A and V is moving up to flank these guys on the hay bales. Probably hold on the edge like we saw last time. Now all the Confederates from that corner position are moving in. A and V
Those
is
are good shots the Union has right now. Yep, seeing them drop one by one there.
all the Union is shifting. Most of the Union, they have the guys up there because there are still Confederates over there, but it's got a little more interesting. Those
Is that
Confederates,
yeah, are they heading to point?
I think because the Union is shifting as they are, and they're forming this little square corner here, this 90-degree angle, if you want to call it that. We do have the 42nd PA probably going to run up here, do some rising volleys on the Union. 26 minutes in, Union still not at engage. Union is now pulling back. Half of the Union over here is pulling back to the graveyard. A fourth are moving over here, and the other fourth are holding up here. They're probably going to be falling back soon. Now they are. HG is falling back to the Union right, Confederate left.
Yeah, CSA's dug into those hay bales over there. That's not a bad move.
We might as well just turn the clock to like 10 minutes ago and we'd just be watching what we... This is a repeat. Union's doing what they need to do, though, to win this game. I mean, the fantastic.
I mean, same with CSA, too. My guess is this is going to come down to the last 2 minutes again. We might just see this for a while until time starts running out of the clock. But both sides being very patient right now.
Maybe Confederates are just waiting for Union to hit engage before they cap. I don't know.
Possibly.
But, wow.
That Union or that CSA group along that right side over there, they could probably move up a little bit further, tuck into that fence line, and take good shots into their spawn.
Yeah.
Like right where that tree is, right there on the left. I like putting the boys right next to that tree over there along the fence line and keeping that little area right there. Because there's a little defilade right there as well. Yeah, so you got a little bit of a defilade there.
Yeah. A little bit. There are also push up right here where PA was earlier.
Oh, we got CSA moving to cap.
42nd PA is doing the thing. They're capping. CSA really didn't want to cap on battle ready, but here we are.
Yeah, probably in Cord they were like, we gotta do something, come on.
The moment any melee happens or an extreme melee happens, we're gonna see...
Yeah, it looks like we got a USA group moving.
I think this is HD. HD beginning to push up there. We also see a tiny Confederate group, Rebel 2nd Corps, or a Union group rather, moving up the point. Probably just to help distract. And
ooh, nice volley from 42nd.
It was crisp, but they got a couple guys. But HD's mostly on their point is capped. The counterattack has begun. Confederates all shifting over to point because they can, like, again, they can use this defilade. Confederates just need to be aggressive. If they're going to lose the point, they need to mass charge so that they can deal as many tickets as possible and take as many tickets. Because if the defenders have less tickets than you, they will go up to your total percentage of tickets that remain. So
good push by CSA right there.
That Union getting wiped, no surprise. But the Union on this graveyard is going to reposition themselves on those hay bales. The Union over on the right side are now moving in, but they're all by themselves.
Yeah, turn around.
They do realize that.
Run away.
Yeah, Confederates still have control of the point, and you do have some Rambos charging them out here. But Union, it'll be interesting. Union hit engage the moment that happens. It's crazy. It'll be intriguing to see when the Confederates hit engage, but also I wonder if the Union's going to be able to break this.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I don't think they'll be able to.
It's the thing is they're spread out into 3 different groups. You have this group here, Confederates engaged, this group here, and that group there. They all have to coordinate a charge together, which can be difficult, especially when you're so far apart. I mean, you can say we're going to charge at this timestamp, but are you the same distance away from the point? It's kind of close. Kind of hard to tell. But
last Sunday for the NA event on a graveyard, we were like, okay, we're going to charge at 15 minutes. All right, everybody ready? It was like 2 minutes ahead of time, right? And then, like, right before we charge, somebody's like, but wait, I have an idea. Yeah, it's like, now's not the time.
Yeah,
you know, and sometimes that happens, you know.
So, Confederates pushing up on both sides. They do have a group staying back on point, but I think they're just trying to deal as many tickets as possible and also take as many casualties as possible, and tickets-wise. So, Union countercharging because they're obviously going to win that. Over here, Union did end up winning against the IB, but everyone's losing tickets. That's what the Confederates need. Back over on this front, though, Confederates are... the Union's really going for it. They are not stopping. 40 seconds moving in.
42nd pushing hard, yeah.
They're trying to reform on those hay bales. But
They really want
Confederates
those hay bales, huh?
Rebel Second Corps taking shots into the flank here. They maybe got 1 kill.
See, if I was that Delaware group, oh, there they go. Just as I was saying, I would say I push in there. There they go.
If Union ever want a time to take point, they need to take it now. They outnumber the Confederates by a lot. They've been winning all these charges. They gotta go and take the point now.
Don't you fucking do it. I hear them daily. Leave me alone. Go. Don't talk to me.
Okay. Mwah.
Oh, some more rights love.
Indeed. But Union needs to take a point now. All the Confederates are back over here. It's going to take them a couple minutes to get back here. Plenty of time to take point.
Yeah, and CSA needs to get off that cap. There's no reason for them to be sitting there. Like, they've already capped this. Like, they could pull off. There's only a small group of them.
I think those Confederates should stay there.
I think it's a waste of tickets if they do.
Well, the thing is, they need right because Union will. If Union has less tickets than the Confederates, they're going to go up. Union is. So if Confederates take casualties, Union can't regain as much. But this is all assuming that Confederates are ahead, right? I don't know.
Right. And I do think Confederates are ahead at this point.
They probably are. This man they're going to save flag. Union, very smart here. They're moving on to point. They just need to cap.
Yeah, it's going to take CSA a hot minute to regroup.
So
it's like all of USA's moving forward now.
Yeah, they're all forming up, making sure they can't hit them from the side. I really wish Union would just get on point as a team, not spread out like this. That's just so they can retake it quicker and then get off. We're probably going to see a bunch of uncaps and recaps within the next, for the rest of the game, really. Half the Confederates are reforming now up on that fence, getting some shots off. Probably not getting a lot of tickets. Kills, though. But, yeah, Union's going to recap. And then once they recap, they need to all fall back, just like they were doing earlier.
Yep. Confederates
need to charge out. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It'll be kind of close.
Probably shoot at them for a bit, yeah.
Well,
if I was USA, I'd totally be aware of our tickets right now.
They can't sit back and keep shooting because they're going to lose. Maybe just Union, once they fall back, they recap the point, and we just keep repeating this process. Yep, the moment they cap, Union begins to fall back. The only flank that's not falling back right now is the left. They're pushing forward. They're probably volleying and falling back.
I hope so. Yep, there we go.
Will they keep going? Yes, they are.
Probably going to go to the hay bales. It's one Confederate on the hay bales still. One guy. Who's that hero?
English Reb.
English Reb. Get the hell out of there, English Reb.
Oh, he missed.
Ouch.
Nice job, Ati.
Nice
Hell
job.
yeah.
But we do have a couple Confederates moving up to the cap bush. Ninja from PA.
Oh, yeah, like you said, now we're going to play the cap-uncap game.
And this is going to be a slow fight to the very end. I mean, if the Confederates keep doing this, the game's going to go in their favor. I mean, Union still has a good chance to win this, but it's going to be very difficult for the Confederates to keep doing this. Like, we might see Union just, if this happens again at taking losses, we might see the Union just try to non-stop charge, push the Confederates in the last stand. Union's beginning to actually push up here to stop this. I don't know if they're stopping or just pushing forward, but they're volleying now.
Yeah, agreed. I think if Union's going to pull this out, they're going to have to be more aggressive. I know that's a hard balance with like losing tickets and everything, but sometimes, you know, damn the torpedoes, you just got to get it done.
So HD and High Corps engaging with, I think this is the PA. I know Ninja's there. IB, apologies. Now UAF is pushing up behind them as well. Confederates are going in for the cap because Union is recapping. Union just wants to keep killing that clock. They charge.
CSA doesn't want to let them have it, though.
I'm surprised we aren't seeing any charges.
Agreed. Let's see which side gets impatient first.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to avoid more ticket loss, the Confederates are, but... I mean, from over here, it's obvious that they should charge, but right, they don't know how many guys they're looking at, to be exact.
Is that Union pushing in on their right?
First Delaware is here. We have Peach Corps here as well, taking up those rocks. IB, I think this is UAF actually. UAF now falling back even further. Union pushed up a little too far here. A and B, now they're getting flanked. You can see all the bodies.
Yeah, down goes their flag.
Union actually pushed up to those bushes there. So they won't lose the point for now. 20 minutes left in the game.
Our CSA had countercharge right now. You could probably push them into taking losses. That's a good charge there. Is that the United Alaskan Front?
Yeah, it is the UAF. Union
Yep,
hitting,
see,
taking
we
losses.
pushed them into taking losses.
It's crazy how one cap can change the game.
It looks like CSA's losing that.
Yeah, but it's not a bad idea what they did. They were aggressive, they knocked them down, I like it. More Union now pouring into this position. The HD is moving in to finish off these last couple remaining rebels. But it looks like we'll be back at a stalemate for a hot jiffy.
CSA going into taking losses.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
It is a very close game. I don't know what Union wants to do. Maybe they're going to try to knock them in the final push first. Maybe they'll let them cap and try to be aggressive and force them the last stand. I don't know. Regardless, this is cooking up to be a good end of a round. Who do we have here? Mr. Thomas Parr, he wants the flag. Does he want
get
the
that
flag?
Tom. What are you doing? I think he's confused.
Everybody.
Did really? That's good. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, ouch.
That was abuse. Oh my goodness. I think we killed
That was a
someone.
war crime, yeah.
That poor man. He's like so happy, like, yeah, we killed everybody. Yeah, good job. Bop. And he's dead. Jeez. We do have. Oh, he just died on the line.
Oh.
You gonna get the flag?
Is he going to pick up
There
the
you
flag?
go.
He is. He's
Run
got
back
a
to your men.
long way to go.
Go that way. Speaking of that way,
Rebels
PA is
pushing the hay bales.
PA is going to take them. Union's taking some shots at them. Not getting a couple kills. But
If I was CSA, I wouldn't want to be getting too aggressive right now. The tickets are neck and neck pretty much.
I mean, and they're still going to hit final push last stand around the same time. By that, Union's probably going to hit last stand first. A and V is falling back to the Momo's graveyard. Get
Wise
some
move.
nice shots. Get some more cover. More Confederates are shifting over to the hay bales.
Yeah, looks like everybody's shifting to their opening positions.
Union's adjusting. We have one group pulling back, but one group is getting up into the bushes. We have Rebel Second
Full
Corps.
line to my right.
They just shoot on the other side of the bush. Don't shoot there. A lot of those shots from Rebel Second Corps went over. A couple of them hit, but
I don't think they knew that CSA was on the hay bales. I think they got surprised.
that might have been why. But Confederates are now counter charging out. You also see them forming behind the defilade near point. They are capping. Rebel Second Corps falling back to their lives. Confederates are not going to pursue past the bushes.
Yeah, good move by CSA here to cap. Pull USA out. You can put them in breaking.
The risk, right? Once both sides hit breaking, Confederates need to fall off point. They do not need to hold it, because if Union can be very aggressive right now and try to push the Confederates in the last stand, because right the point flips. The attackers are now defenders. Defenders are attackers. So if I were Confederates, I would hold it till both sides are breaking, pull off point, let them recap, and then force the Union to stay up there, knock them the last stand, or if Union's refusing to go back up, then take it and win.
Absolutely, completely agree with you on that.
It's crazy how, for most of this match, it seemed like Union was doing a heck of a job. They were going to win. I mean, they were still doing a heck of a job, but winning? I don't know. Confederates capping 7 minutes. Union needs to charge out either way. Confederates that capped are pulling back.
Yep, I was just about to say I would pull off cap, let them come on there and shoot at them for a bit.
Union's not moving. Oh, they are. We have Peach Corps shifting to the far right side. We also have 1st Delaware and HC shifting over to the far right.
Interesting.
I mean, this looks weird from our perspective because we know there are no Confederates here. However, maybe they're just trying to go up, knock these guys out, and then swing into point here.
Yeah, I think they're aware of the bait and switch that they've been handed.
Or maybe they're just trying to be aggressive and knock them in the last stand. And that's why they're not going for point. I don't know.
Okay, quick rod.
USA doing a good job here.
Yeah, more Confederates are piling in here. Union's not stopping for anybody.
They just keep on rolling.
Hey, Union's going to win this charge too. Keep going, Union. Keep going. Anything happening on the other side? Nope. So Union stopped. I don't like that. Maybe they're just trying to get some shots, but more Confederates are shifting over in the middle here.
Oh, that's a good move there.
A and V is now gunning it towards the middle of the map. They're probably going to
Oh, that could have been a distraction force, yeah.
That could be true. What Confederates are over here? We have the MM with some PA guys that are keeping the point cap. I think this is 42nd. 42nd PA is now taking shots at A and V. A and V taking some shots and pushing forward, but right as that happens, the PA and 9th Corps are going to flank the A and V.
Oh, that's going to hurt them. Good move by PA.
A and V now realizing turns around and starts engaging. But PA and 9th Corps are going to win this.
Yeah, where you were?
Yeah, great job right there by PA.
A and V got wiped. Union did charge out and they did win here.
Ooh.
Union hitting breaking. Confederates should be close. Union beginning to shift over here is why I think this is Rebel 2nd Corps.
Both sides are pretty spread out right now, too. It looks like it.
Top of the hill? You say?
Oh, I see him. Yeah, I see him.
All right. Now watch out. Hold.
Oh,
right,
They're going to fire, then they stopped. Union actually pushing really far back here. They're charging the MM.
Fall back.
MM wanting to fall back, but a hair late, and so they take casualties. Oh, they're going to get wiped.
Yeah, Union doing a good job on this push right now.
In the bush.
I'm intrigued to see if Union will go for the cap or if they'll keep charging in.
Looks like they're splitting up.
They are. I mean,
They are going for the cap.
I mean, even, yeah, it'll still be close because both sides will probably be at a low taking losses. Union not fully charging. They're holding up on this position. Once Union's about to recap, I would tell these guys to charge. Because this is going to be free tickets here.
I mean, kind of honestly, I know they're outnumbered, but... Ooh, excuse me. But they just might want to charge right now anyway.
Yeah, make
Keep
sure
them from capping. At least the best that they can.
Also, that would prevent Union from regaining as many tickets.
Yeah, see IB pushing in.
IB might actually do this.
Ooh, Sharpe is... Sharpe... Oh, he went down, but he was really getting some good shots off there.
Union scattered from that position.
Yeah, it looks like CSA's moving in now.
They want to
trying to keep him from capping. Yep.
They want to win the game right now.
CSA's a little spread out though. Looks like Union's dug in pretty well.
Union's now countercharging.
We'll probably see CSA going and breaking, but it looks like USA is going to win this.
Yep. And now they're back up to taking losses. That has to be a low taking losses, though.
Yeah, pull back by
Oh,
CSA.
there we go. Confederate breaking. Ooh. Union's about to hit breaking in a moment. I would assume after these guys hit their shots, right? You guys are going to hit your shots, right? Hit them. Kill those.
Yeah, I think this is going to come down to the wire. It's
Union is breaking.
Using another football analogy, it's going to be who has the ball last. Like, whoever is able to cap and hold it last is going to win this one. It seems pretty obvious, but
last night the same thing happened at the NA event that I went to. It went down the final push, last stand within the last couple minutes of each game. This has been a crazy weekend so far for events.
If I was CSA right now, I would regroup. I would not recap, because if you could recap, that would put you into last stand.
No, they would win. Union's not breaking.
Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, you can only cap point on last stand. They just did the update mid game. But so most Confederates are at their spawn. We do have two groups out here. We do have UAF pushing down this left side very slowly, and then off in the middle we have 14th Brooklyn and MM. Sharpe is pushing up. He's probably going to get a nice little cap there.
Major Sharpe. You ever watch that show, Sharpe? That BBC show?
I have not.
Oh, it's a great watch if anybody is a history enthusiast. He's a commander of a sharpshooting regiment for England during the Napoleonic Wars. Excellent watch. I recommend it.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah, Sean Bean stars in the show as Edward Sharpe.
So we have UAF getting behind Union. They're taking a long time.
Oh, Union doesn't see him either. Oh, now they see him. Now they see him.
UAF took too long to surprise them. It allowed the Union to now react to them.
You got to be careful in Confederates. They spawn right behind you.
I don't think that'll even matter. They're getting shot down to oblivion. Union's going to be in headed tickets after this. A lot of the Union shots going over.
Oh.
You can see all these bullets whizzing above the heads. That's crazy.
That's why it's important to spend time on the firing range.
Exactly. For those of you who don't know, your gun is sighted to 100 yards in this game. Anything shorter than that, your bullet will rise. So
CSA, I'd get the hell out of there if I were you.
So UAF ain't making it out of that one. I'm confident on that. The rest of the Confederates here are pushing up on this side. UAF is providing a decent distraction, though, where Union pulled off. Confederates could move towards the point.
I don't know how much is 100.
We do as this Rebel Second Corps. It is. Rebel Second Corps is the last Union group on this left side here. And PA is slamming into them. They're wiping and they're not stopping either. They want to push in the last stand. They need to catch up those tickets that UAF lost them. PA pulling off now.
Oh, it's so hard to decide. You know, if I was CSA, to decide what the next move is, you know. You don't want to be overly aggressive because you don't want to lose tickets, but also you want to push the USA into last stand here.
Keep eyes west, keep eyes west.
I don't know. The options are risky. The risk is high all around. We do have the remainder of UAF holding out here, taking shots at the Union from the flank. A little hard shots with Union being on that defilade. They're on the crest of the hill, but even then, those are hard shots with your bullets rising.
If I were those guys, I'd try to be shooting into their spawn a little bit more.
The UAF?
Yeah.
I mean, Union
Try to
has
get
all
those
the-
out-of-liners coming from their spawn. I would focus on those guys. More tickets.
They could do that.
In Pickett's brigade, when it gets close like this, we try to make out-of-liners priorities when it's this close.
Makes sense. So, let's see. Confederates could just try to gang up here on this side and just charge up with these rocks and get some flanking shots on them. Or go up into those bushes to the southwest of where the Union is right now.
Yeah, Union doesn't look like they're going to give up cap easily.
We are all waiting for who will hit the last stage first. That's going to decide this game. We do have one Confederate out here. I think this is Ninja. He's been doing it all this round. No, it's Sharpe instead. Sharpe is taking over the role. But he is decapping the point right now.
Yeah, Sharpe is in running for MVP for this round at this rate.
And it's uncapped because Union probably pushed a little forward and started capping it. Very, very close all around. Confederates are very spread. Union is congested. Union doing what they need to do. Confederates, it'll be very risky. It'll be very hard, rather, to charge effectively.
Both sides doing what they need to do this round. You know, both sides playing this very well. Just like the last match, both are being quite aware of the battlefield, aware of their tickets. Really good matches today.
100% agree with that. So we do have more Confederates pushing in here to help with the decap, and they are. It is IB guys.
All right, here we go. It's going to be the first domino.
That's probably the smartest thing the Confederates could do right there, especially for trying not to lose tickets while doing this.
If you were USA, would you just let them cap?
No, you lose the game.
Oh, breaking. That's right.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I keep forgetting that they're in breaking.
No, it's fine. We've been talking about one thing for I don't know.
Yeah, USA's got to move right now then. They can't just sit there. They got to do it.
See, from this overview, right, if Union charges out, it won't be terrible because those guys are kind of far away unless they push up. Those guys are kind of far away. But
here we go.
UAF is beginning to move out of their positions on the left and push in. Union's not moving those guys to keep the guys at the hay bales distracted.
In the flank, they're a little spread out.
Union's going to hold, but UAF is charging in. Union doesn't realize it either.
All CSA needs to push right now. If all the CSA would push right now, they could win.
A lot of lines here for the CSA. Yeah, Confederates need to push. They could win it. I don't know about win, but they definitely knock tickets down on both sides. UAF Union hitting last stand because of that charge. Confederates don't need to charge. They can sit back and chill and have a jolly good day.
No matter what, right now, I'd say everybody charge. Get in there. Kill as many people as you can. Because there's 6 minutes on the clock. You got plenty of time to respawn and get back in there. I would punch them in the face right now.
That's true. Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah. Just get up where the Sharpe and his guys were. Start capping. Force them to come over again.
Treat it like it's a final push right now. Just treat everything right now like it's final push.
We're getting to that point for sure. Confederates in mass going to the point. They want Union to be forced out. Union does not want to do anything. They're rising up, realizing they have to go. They don't even need to go over the hill. Just hold back. Let them come to you.
Oh, very wise. The CSA stopping right before the crest like that.
Oh, they're going.
Yeah, here we go.
Union now beginning to charge out as well. Towards the point, though. 9th Corps and PA are going to flank them here.
Yeah, right now you just want to kill as many of those Yankees as you can.
Confederates still not in final push. But yeah, like you mentioned, Union should just, or Confederates should just act like they're in final push right now.
Yeah, once they're in last stand, the name of the game is just killing them.
More Confederates pouring in here onto the point. Union's losing the point. I think this might be a GG.
Agreed. I think it's like CSA is going to pull out this win. Really good, really patient on their end. Excellent round.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just these last couple trickle-ins.
Stop chasing me, all right? I'm trying to kill your friends.
Come on, help. I believe in you.
Give up, Yankee.
Get him, help.
I'm just gonna give you a love kiss.
Pick up the flag. Pick up the flag.
Mwah.
Pick up the flag. Pick up the flag.
Oh. Not looking good for help right now.
Oh, he's going to get away. His friendlies are there. Kill knocked him in the final push.
Still up.
But now that's the end of the game. Lakota, your thoughts for the round?
Both sides being very patient. Both sides being very aware of the battlefield and of their tickets. Again, like same with last round. Kind of sad to see anybody win this one. Both sides played it excellently. A lot of patience, which is good to see, and really nice job. CSA pulls out the win, but really both sides did a great job.
I would agree. Confederates took a long time to cap the point there at the beginning, but it ended up working in the end for them, so I can't really complain about it. Two very well-fought rounds, both strategically smart. The minor things in these type of battles make the difference, but well done to both sides. Two good, long matches to watch. And with that all being said, we will see you guys in the post-game interview. Here we are with the post-game interview for the European Grand Campaign event. We had two fun rounds. The USA Campaign won both rounds, the first match being on Burnside's Bridge, where the USA Campaign won as USA. And then we had Cook's Countercharge, where the USA Campaign won as CSA. We have a bunch of leaders from today's match to talk about strategy and more. So let's go through and introduce everyone, starting with our USA Campaign representatives. First, we have Sharpe.
I'm Sharpe from 14th Brooklyn, part of Iron Brigade.
And then we have Stalins.
Hello, I am Captain Stalins of the PA. I like eating cake, it's nice.
And then we have Mikkel.
Hello, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Mikkelwider from 9th Corps, and I too like to eat cake.
Appreciate you guys being here. Now moving on to our CSA Campaign, we have Killer.
Hello, Colonel Killer, A&B, 10th Alabama. God save the Queen.
And we have Engel.
Hello, Lieutenant Colonel Engel, 1st North Carolina Artillery of Foots Division.
And then we have Help.
Hello, I'm Help, one of the captains of I Corps.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys being here as well. Your announcer team for today was myself as Guardian Eagle, and then we also had Lakota Wolf.
Hello, I'm Lakota Wolf, 1st Lieutenant in Pickett's Brigade.
So, with that being said, let's move on to our first round, Burnside's Bridge. The USA campaign won, playing as Union, attacking that map. So what was your guys' strategy going into the map, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Well, first map, the plan was to get up and over the bridge as quick as possible and just smash through to the right side to get up to that stone wall where the orchard was. And like if we met anyone, like I said, just smash through, destroy him, kill him, all the whole shebang, and get up there. But when we got up there, it turned out that there was a lot of them waiting for us, so that didn't go 100% to plan. But we shifted around and we dealt with it quite well, I think, though it was close.
Any other Union have thoughts? Oh, alright. Only question I had for Union is why were you guys, so at first you guys slammed together and were aggressive, but throughout most of the game you guys were spread out. Why was that?
Well, my thought process behind it was maybe flawed, but I think since we won, it worked, though barely. Was to try and overwhelm them and try and keep them pushing around, having to move as much as possible around the place. So I just wanted as much like decent sized units around the place as possible, so we could hit them hard from like every direction, even if it was just shooting from far and then moving. As long as they had to move and didn't stay in like one position too long, where they could just like easily overwhelm us. As long as they were just getting hit, I was happy. Just so that, like I said, overwhelm them.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, we'll move on to the CSA campaign, who was defending on Burnside's Bridge. What was your guys' strategy going into the round, and how did you react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Burnsides is a the Union just has so many bloody tickets on that map. It's actually horrendous just how much you have to actually kill them for them to get down and morale losses. And we were ahead on tickets the whole game basically. What really screwed us, I think, was right at the end. We just had too much uncertainty, which was probably my fault, as it was my totem today. And it was just we just didn't organize a proper enough defense or counter attack to stop them getting on point. But yeah, overall it was just a case of sit back, let them come to us, and just shoot them up as they're running up the hill and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was basically the plan of it. Keep the bulk of our forces at a central point, and when enemy elements have been spotted, react to them and then mob them up like, I don't know, like smash cake on the floor.
Cake.
I have to say though, for me this wasn't a battle, that was a fucking meat grinder. Was literally one of the most intense battles I had in recent times, and I want to thank both sides for making it so bloody amazing.
You're welcome.
Anytime.
I think I got killed like 5 times right after spawning, making me, yell a bit of some curse words into the German night sky. But hey, fun all around.
Like constant combat. Gotta love it.
Yep, you had complete immersion. You basically had no other thought, basically just, follow. Be a functional part of the chain. Just do your best and you could be responsible for the win. This is what I love this game for.
For sure. So, with that being said, let's move on to the second round. So the sides are flipped. So the USA campaign was playing as CSA, and the CSA campaign was playing as Union. We're on Cook's countercharge. The USA campaign was attacking as CSA. You guys won. So what was your strategy going into the round, and how did you react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Well, the second map, the plan was kind of similar, but not too much. So we had 2 regiments going up through the corn, and their job was try and push up to the hay bales and fuck them up as much as possible. On the left side, we had another 2 regiments, myself and 6th, along with 9th, obviously. We were trying to sort of push them on the left, but they already had guys on the left. So when we saw that, we had to just move over, and after a while of a bit of a slog, I realized that they just had 90% of the people on the left, so we just moved over to the right and since we were over to the right, it was pretty much just souping them inside every time, except for like a few close calls. But for the most part, I think we all did very well on the right side. That's the main thing that got it for us.
Yeah, was a lot of shifting on this map, a lot of close firefights, a lot of long distance volleying, and a lot of basically, being reactionary forces the whole side. Like on this campaign, adversaries met each other that put a lot of energy and a lot of speed into the fight, which translated well onto the second map as well.
Does anyone else from the USA campaign have thoughts for the second round?
Second round was a lot of long range fighting, a lot of moving as well for ourselves, moving from right over to the left to the center, try and drawing them out onto that onto the cut point to let them, for us to lose tickets, go down, and then for them to go down and stay down in tickets.
Also, Sharpe, I have to say, you and your boys were like amazing at the long range shooting. Like you're always there, you're always fucking them up. I was very happy with that. And also, ninth, like the whole time, I never saw you not by our side. You're always like amazing at sticking with us and helping us when we really needed. So, from the bottom of my heart, to you two, well done, and thank you so much for being good.
No problem.
Happy to do it. Also have to say that was some exceptional leading you did there. So well done to you as well.
Only question I had was, were you guys trying to wait for the Union on that round to hit engage before capping? Or was your guys' original plan, well, I guess not to cap, but how long did you guys wait before you considered capping the point at the beginning?
Like once we got them down to engaged, I was like, start capping them to draw them out, because if they're just going to stay by the graveyard, we might as well force them to come out to us, and we'll just shoot them and flank them in the open field and just get them down more and more. And that was pretty much what we did the whole time, as you'll probably see. Just whenever they went to cap point, we'd always like flank them from behind and hit them, or slam in for both sides for the most part, and just hit them like that, just so they could get down. I only really considered capping like proper once they got down to breaking, pretty much. And even then, I was just like, let's wait until they get down to last stand.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on to the CSA campaign, who was playing as Union, defending on Cook's countercharge. What was your guys' strategy going into that round, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Well, I told you that would fall out. But right, so we kind of just wanted to play as passive as possible. We wanted to keep it as a shootout the whole time, melees to a minimum, all that sort of stuff. I think we definitely did well, because obviously we didn't go to engage until like 25 minutes, something along those lines, give or take. So we did really well in the start, just to keep it, keep it back. But obviously once they captured the point, we just didn't seem to have any sort of, which again is my fault since it was my token, organized push onto the point. It was all scattered and tattered, and that was kind of that was my fault, to be honest. But other than that, yeah, the other regiments were sound. We were moving around, reinforcing either side. It was chill. But yeah, that was it really. We just try to stay as passive as possible, but also once they captured point, be as aggressive as possible, while we had the counter attack in our favor. Yeah, that's about it. So
I will say it did seem like a lot of times people getting tunnel visioned around that point. It's a lot of times on the right, you were getting hit from behind from the Snake Fence Road. At least, I think, 2 or 3 times almost. But then again, if you're looking at a big juicy target, I can understand you getting a bit like, oh yes, kill. But either way, it was good fun.
Yeah, you guys absolutely had tunnel vision. Just say.
No, that was at the end there. I have no idea. That wasn't even my line that got charged. But to be fair, I think we did like at the very end when we were last stand. Like we were that last big line that was alive, and like you guys charged on like 3 different sides, but we just counter-charged the first one, and we managed to basically wipe them, and then we turned and tried to fight the second one, but there was just too many guys left. But
Yeah, that was us. Like every time, yeah, like I saw you focusing on point, I just tell our guys to go along the road and just hit you from behind. And like 99% of the time, you never noticed until I was like screaming air in a boot and shooting into you. I don't know
Well, yeah,
who
I
it was,
probably
but there's always
24th
like a
PC,
unit
'cause
there
the
all
other
the
ones
time.
were the 24th on PC, and Hits Division. I think they were on the right flank. And Delaware, I believe,
Yeah.
were on the right flank.
No,
Your
I
left,
was
sorry.
I was over there too, but I was a bit more centered than the other two, I believe.
You were everywhere. You were just wherever you wanted to be.
Yeah, and then as soon as they say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna leave," someone got shot immediately, and it's like, all right, well he's gonna have difficulty finding us.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Sometimes I feel like my line's invincible, and I can just stand my 30-odd dudes in an open field and shoot, and we're never gonna die. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, but it's still a lot of fun. It's great video content too. You should love me for that. Thank you.
It was 2 fantastic rounds.
It was.
This whole weekend's events, last night's events that I watched, it is like the same thing as this, except this was a little more intense. So that being said, Lakota Wolf was my other announcer today. You have any questions for anyone for both rounds?
Yeah, going back to the first round that was played. There towards the end, with it being so close, for CSA, it was kind of a shame for you guys not to pull out the win there. You guys really played a good round there. It seemed like you guys were playing more defensively rather than offensively. You guys kind of held back from the point a little bit. Was that your main strategy, to be more defensive on that map?
I mean, we were the defenders.
Yeah,
The thing is, if we charge too far, we get into artillery crossfire. That's why we try to hold back, to be in a little bit of a dead spot for the artillery. That's my point of view. I don't know what you think about that, Killer.
Well, yeah, you just gotta play. You gotta play as passive as possible, because, like, especially on maps like Burnsides and Cooks, tickets just aren't in your favor, and they're not like anywhere close. It's horrible. If you try and be aggressive, like we could have just on the second map pushed that hill on the Union left and tried to hold that, but it's just like you can either really do well at it and you can win at it, or you're just terrible and it completely backfires.
Well said. Well said. Both matches, it seemed like both sides were very patient and seemed very methodical in both acting and reacting to each other. On that second map, it seemed like the hay bales were quite a priority for both sides. It seemed like the CSA side really wanted to hold those hay bales. Was that what you guys were thinking, or is that just kind of what happened naturally during the battle?
Yeah, we wanted to hold the hay bales to sort of push them away up to our left, their right, back towards the spawn area. Basically keeping them in the open so we can get them in the crossfire from the left all the way down to the right and just pepper them down. I mean, for the Union as well, that's also good, because Union holding those hay bales, if the CSA is coming from the corn, we're in an open field, and that's easy shots, easy kills for them, and they can just throw back a charge. So trying to deny that those hay bales and that cover for them, it was sort of a priority.
Wonderful. Like I said earlier, that first round was super exciting to watch. Both times you guys went into overtime with the caps, and I hope everybody in your regiments had as much fun as we did watching it. So good job, everybody. Just really want to give you both props at this point. Not too many more questions. Just both sides played both maps excellently, and I don't think anybody should feel like they were the loser today, because both sides did great. So great job, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
With that being said, does anyone else have any other comments or questions they want to ask before we call it off for the night? All right. With that being said, the European Grand Campaign Discord is in the description below if you want your regiment to join that. Join it. Bigger battles, better. This is already great as is. Along with that, all the regiments that participated in this video will be in the description below. Join one of them. Lots of fun. Everyone in this post-game interview will have a social media link in the description if they want one there. Check that out as well. Join the Battleline Discord. Become an announcer, frontline reporter like Lakota did today. Lots of fun. Appreciate him being here. And yeah, please like, comment, share, subscribe for more. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good night, and cue the music.